Drake doesn't have no originality to him. Everything he's created is somebody else's shit.
Where do you think Drake stands right now with Kendrick?
As far as rapping, it's not close. Kendrick is a better rapper than him.
Is everybody becoming a yes man to you?
I couldn't get through that shit. I'm trying to listen to it, but it's just like the bars are just too forced. You let LeBron walk out, like, or you trying to trade Bron.
I am sick of the whole sense of entitlement of I bought you a flight and I took you on vacation and you expect something. You feel like you're entitled to my body. Do you know what that means? Like, do you understand the value of that?
That shit is weak, right? Like, are you giving off like this could be a thing? It's the Drenchman, not the Frenchman. This is episode 2. Don't worry about episode 1. Had a little technical difficulties, but Jay, what you got for me? Episode 1, I introduced Jay, the AI girl. This time, I'm gonna introduce you, Jay, the real girl. She's gonna be the co-host for Not The Frenchman. So you can tell them a little bit about yourself if you want to.
They'll find out. Let's get right into it.
Don't mind me too, because I'm a little, I'm working hard, my voice gone, but hey, I'm giving y'all what y'all want. Let's go ahead, Jay. What you got for me?
Okay, so before we get into everything, how was your week?
I had a very eventful week. For some reason, every single time my daughter gets sick, I get sick at the exact same time. I don't know what the hell that's about. I could be out of town, she'll still get sick, and then I get sick too. So battling a little, hoarseness, but overall I had a good week. What about yourself?
I can't complain.
You can't complain?
Can't complain.
Whoa. Didn't you go to the Don Toliver concert?
I did go.
Okay. How was it?
It was a vibe. It sold out, which I looked around, I was like, is it bad for me to say I didn't know he was that big?
That's crazy. You don't know Don Toliver was that big?
Well, no, I don't know. I also didn't know he's from here, but I'm not.
What?
I'm not from
crazy.
here.
That's
I
crazy.
shouldn't tell the truth, but the truth is,
Right.
I know.
So you don't even really listen to Don Toliver?
No, I do. I
okay.
vibe out to him. Can I go word for word? No.
So you just at the concert, just not saying
Just
nothing.
vibing. Can I just vibe?
Facts.
Okay.
AKA, I'm just lost. But it's cool.
No. I knew some of the songs.
I ain't see you. You know how they be doing the dapping up the tens? I ain't see you on that joint. I was looking to see if Jim's gonna dap
So
you
what
up.
exactly are you trying to say to me right now?
Nah, I'm just saying I ain't see them dap you up.
He over here trying to play with me.
They was dapping up. I ain't see you on there. I look. I'm like, all right. I just know Jay
Because
might.
I'm the dime in a dozen. I
They gotta
I
find
be
you.
somewhere. Yeah, you gotta find me.
Okay,
Catch me out.
Cool. Okay, cool. Catch you outside. No, don't do that. All right.
I said catch me out. I went for real because I don't be outside. I be in the house.
For sure. All cool.
But come for me again.
Yeah,
Mess
no
around and
worries.
find out.
No worries.
All right, so the Lakers didn't win not one single game. They got
their ass
swept
tore
by
up.
OKC.
Got their ass tore up.
So what's next for the Lakers?
This is what everybody been saying. Like, what if you were the Lakers? What do you do? Do you let LeBron walk out? Like, are you trying to trade Bron? What do you do? I think for me, I'm not in the business of sticking around and watching everything end. Like, I'm not the business of seeing the end of the movie. So LeBron is 41 years old, I think, 40 or 41, one of them. I think you let LeBron go and you just build around Luka. Like, y'all did a lot for Luka to get there. It's a match made in heaven. LA always get them a star. So I feel like you let LeBron do what he gonna do. Maybe you can work a sign and trade with him, but I'm not paying LeBron $60 million a year. And that's what he would demand, or that's what he would, want. And he, rightfully so, he deserve it. I'm not doing it just because if I got Luka, I'm trying to figure this thing out with Luka. I'm trying to build the best roster.
So what
with
does
him.
building around Luka look like? What do you want to see around him?
You obviously got to get another star. I don't think you can win in today's NBA without 2 stars. You
I
need
agree.
2 stars. So for you, so that's what they got to look for. And I know the rumor is, Giannis, might be one of them. Joel Embiid, I saw that.
That's a good.
You need to build around Luka, and you need the cap space to be able to get another star. And if Luka can get another star, one that obviously played on both sides of the ball, and you build that team around him, that's good for basketball. Basketball, the NBA is doing well when the Lakers are doing well. So I think I think that's the way to go.
So what do you feel like Bron should do?
If I'm Bron, obviously, nobody knows if Bron's going to retire. I don't think he's going to retire, to be honest with you. I don't think Bron's going to retire. I think Bron is too big to not get his just due, his last farewell in his game. No matter if he say he don't want one or not, I feel like.
So you feel like he's not going to retire until he gets another one?
Until he get his farewell. Like, until he get, the same thing Kobe got when it comes to retiring. The NBA gonna need that. You need to sell out these arenas and know this is LeBron James' final year. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he has to come back and get that farewell tour.
I see what you mean.
So if I'm him, I'm doing it in Cleveland. I'm either doing it in Cleveland or I'm going to Golden State. If I'm LeBron, I'm going over there with Steph Curry. I'm gonna have fun my last year. I damn near might win a championship. I'm going out with Steph Curry.
As much as I'm like, on LeBron, it would be fun to see.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely like Steph obviously said he want to play more and more years. So I feel like him with LeBron.
Like you ain't gonna be able to get a ticket if that
happens.
happens.
For sure. Every game sold out. Every game sold out. So if obviously you want to have fun, but you want to compete at the same time. Bron don't want to go to a team and lose every damn game. Like, hell no. Put me with Steph. Put me with Draymond. Put me with Kristaps Porzingis. I'm trying to win another championship. They can beat anybody.
Yeah, that's almost unfair, though.
Shit, life unfair. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I feel like that would be a great goodbye for LeBron.
Yeah, it would be cool. I mean, I don't love it. I don't hate it. But
shit, I love it. I'm a Steph Curry hater, too. But if LeBron on the team.
I be hating on my boy. Okay. You know what? It is what it is, because I'm not a huge fan of LeBron. I love him, but I don't love him.
Shit. I hate Steph Curry because the shit he used to do to the Rockets. That's why I never forgive him for that shit.
You gotta love him. Curry is his own juice.
He do, but fuck Steph Curry. But I'm just saying this. If LeBron on that team, I'm rooting for Steph Curry. I'm rooting for the Warriors. I don't know if I'm rooting for him, but it's like I could tolerate him.
Okay.
So that's why I want to see LeBron. I want to see LeBron on the Warriors.
So do you feel like this? So was the series with the Lakers more about OKC being such a strong team, or the Lakers just aren't good enough?
I feel like you got to give OKC a credit. I feel like OKC did what they supposed to do. They came in there and they spanked their ass 4-0. Didn't let them get close to winning the game. They did what they supposed to. You got to give them their credit. But obviously having Luka Doncic out, that obviously weakened the Lakers' chances. You know what I mean? Yeah, they had LeBron, but nobody really expected the Lakers to win the game. There's no way you did from the jump. So I think it was more about the Lakers just being handicapped and not having the talent that they supposed to have. But credit to OKC though.
One game.
I mean, shit, OKC tough. You know what I mean? OKC, they the defending champs. They did what they supposed to do. They came focused. They beat the shit out their ass every game.
Told them up.
Yeah, so they came focused.
All right. Honestly, we probably should have did this the other way, but I'm following what you did. But
we could jump through some hoops. It ain't no big deal.
So back to LeBron. He doesn't really feel appreciated. What do you think about that?
I saw that rumor about him not feeling appreciated. Something about when he scored the most points or won the most games, one of them, they didn't give him the ball or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's a true rumor. But for LeBron to not feel appreciated, I think that would be a disservice for your franchise. Like, if I'm going to have LeBron on my team and I'm the owner of a franchise, I got to make sure LeBron feel appreciated. I got to make sure, because for him to come to your franchise, he's doing more to your franchise than you've had. He's bringing people to come watch. He's putting people in the seats. I think if the Lakers did do that shit, that's some bullshit. Bron don't deserve that from nobody. So as much as he put into the game, he don't take nearly as much as he should, because he's been the face of the NBA for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like if that's a true rumor, that's some bullshit for sure.
So if it were true, you think Bron is right or wrong for feeling that way?
Nah, Bron got every right to feel. I think Bron is an honest guy when it comes to, being professional And I think if he feel that way, he got every right to feel that way. Bron earned the right to feel every way he can feel in his game. Like he caused no problems on and off the court. So if he feel a certain way, he earned that right. Ain't no doubt about that.
So do you feel like the Lakers fan look at him as like one of the greats?
That's a good question because I feel like
On the Lakers side, though.
Exactly.
Not just of all time.
I feel like with so much history with the Lakers, I feel like Bron had to win more than one championship to actually feel like for somebody to consider him a Laker. And I don't know. I'm not a diehard Laker fan. This is a good question for Lakers fans. I don't know if they accept LeBron as a Laker.
Because of Kobe?
Because I don't know if it's because of Kobe. I just think Kobe won 5 rings with the Lakers. Magic won 5 rings with the Lakers. Kareem won multiple rings with the Lakers. I feel like in order for them to accept you as a Laker GOAT, you got to win multiple rings. Because if they take Bron as a Laker, is Anthony Davis one too? So
how many championships did he win with the Lakers?
One. They both won one
Just
together.
one. Okay,
yeah, so it's like for me, I don't know. That's a real good question for Laker fans. Maybe we'll ask them, for all the Laker fans, put that in the comments. Do you consider LeBron James as a Laker? As a Laker GOAT, not just a Laker, as a Laker GOAT. Like, should he get his jersey retired as a Laker? That's
an interesting question because honestly, I could see both sides of, like you said, there's not enough championships and like he's gone far, but not all the way.
Like he hasn't won multiple. That's the thing.
What I mean.
Yeah, like you gotta win. You gotta win at least 2. I think at least 2 or 3.
I agree.
Or you just Lakers fans don't be happy with just making the playoffs.
He should, but he had Anthony Davis a couple of years. So why do you think he didn't?
Health. I think health played a factor. I think they never put a great roster around the Lakers. Even when they had Anthony Davis, like they didn't do the things that they wanted. AD wanted to play alongside a big. They never would do that for them. So I think Rob Pelinka kind of failed them a little bit, just not putting that perfect roster around them for them to win multiple championships.
So you feel like he got Luka too late?
No, I feel like when they won the championship, them not bringing that whole team back, I think that was an issue.
All right, so which team has been more impressive to you, the Knicks or the Thunder?
Both of them been putting belt to ass to everybody. I think for me, the Knicks. I would say that the Knicks have looked more impressive just because going into the playoffs, they had a lot of questions. Like could this core play together? How will they defend? Is Mike Brown good enough to do, what Tom Thibodeau did? So for them to come in the playoffs and basically spank everybody ass, I feel like that's more impressive than the Thunder. The Thunder beat the Suns. Trash. The Thunder beat a beat-up Lakers team. Trash. You know what I mean? The Knicks beat the hell out of Philly, 4-0. They beat Atlanta. It got off to a rocky start, and then they start blasting Atlanta ass. So
they embarrassed them.
Exactly. So I feel like the Knicks have been impressive on both sides of the ball, from offense to defense.
So what team do you trust more right now? Because you have
That's a
OKC
good
coming
question.
back. They already won a championship last year, and then you have the Knicks is really making a point.
Obviously, if I'm gonna trust a team, it's obviously gonna be the Thunder, just the defending champs. They doing all this shit without J-Dub too. J-Dub coming back. I feel like the Thunder bringing a whole damn team back and you playing the same team. They found a role. You can't use experience with them. They got the most experience. Mm-hmm. So I trust the Thunder more than the Knicks. I think it would be a great series. It's all about, we don't know if the Thunder going to beat OKC. We don't know if the Thunder going to beat the Spurs. So,
So that leads into our next question. Do you see either of them as a real finals team?
The Thunder or the Knicks? Mm-hmm. Well, I think in the Eastern Conference, the Knicks coming out. I got the Knicks coming out the Eastern Conference. I don't think Detroit or Cleveland can beat the Knicks in a series. it's a little tricky in the West because, like I said, I don't know if the Spurs can beat. I mean, I don't know how this series gonna go with the Spurs and OKC. I have no idea how it's gonna go.
Sounds like a good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, in the regular season, the Spurs won the matchup. I think they played 5 times. I think Oklahoma City only beat them once. So the Spurs won the matchup. It's a different ball game in the playoffs. And when the playoffs come, shit get a little tricky. De'Aaron Fox got to show up. So if I had to make a guess right now, I'm gonna say the Thunder will beat the Spurs because right now I don't trust De'Aaron Fox. So I got Spurs and Knicks in the
We're
final.
going to hold him on that.
Don't hold me to it, but I could change my mind.
No, you can't. You just said it.
Shit, after one game, I could change my mind. But
He's not a real fan. If he
Shit.
changed his mind, it's not real.
yeah,
Either you really believe or you don't.
shit,
It's
I
one
ain't
or the
no real.
other.
I'm not no real fan of OKC or the Spurs. I'm just
No, but I'm
commentating
saying,
on the game.
You gotta
So.
you trust one or you don't. All right. So let's see. So the Cavs are in Game 7. Winner faces the Knicks. What are
Yeah.
you expecting to see?
For Game 7, this is gonna be tricky because this Game 7 is about Donovan Mitchell. To be honest with you, it's about Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. So
Who has more pressure?
out of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden,
Yes.
ooh, the hater in me want to say I'm just playing, but I'll say Donovan Mitchell because for Donovan Mitchell not to reach the conference finals and he been in 2 conferences, that's saying something. And quite frankly, James Harden been doing what he's supposed to do. These last 2 games, James Harden been doing what he's supposed to do. He's not supposed to be the best player on the team. Donovan Mitchell is supposed to be the best player on the team.
Right.
So it's up to Donovan Mitchell to show up and get them out of this Game 7. So I think the pressure is on him because if they can't beat this K. Cunningham Detroit Pistons, what does that say about Donovan Mitchell? Is he really a number 1? Can he really be a franchise player? James Harden is 36 years old. I'm not looking for him to be a franchise
Yeah,
player.
so that leads into the next question. What does elimination mean for Donovan Mitchell?
I think the Cavs should
Reconsider?
reconsider. Either A, I'm bringing in a star to go with Donovan Mitchell, but then maybe I got to trade Evan Mobley. I don't know if you want to do that. I think you got to make a decision on Evan Mobley or Donovan Mitchell. Because obviously Donovan Mitchell can't be a number 1 if he can't get to the conference finals, at least. And I'm talking about prior, his history too. So I feel like if Donovan Mitchell can't get to the conference finals, I think that opens some questions up for the Cleveland Cavaliers front office. Like, what are we gonna do with this, with this dilemma that we having? Because we bring it back. James Harden is up for extension. If he can't play alongside James Harden, what do we do?
So what does elimination look like for Harden?
I think overall, some people gonna say James Harden, he can't do it again. But the fact of the matter is he's 36 years old. He came to this Cavaliers team mid season, got them off to a good start, got them in this position to where we have a Game 7. I don't think him missing hurt his legacy. I don't think if James Harden retires, somebody's gonna bring up he didn't get out that Game 7 versus the Pistons. If he plays shitty, they'll say that. They'll bring that up, pile it on, but he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think him getting to the conference finals makes him in that best shooting guard, that top 3 shooting guard. I think that makes that conversation better because it's always between him and D-Wade. The saying would be, well, James Harden at 36 got to the conference finals. What was D-Wade doing at 36? So him missing, I don't think it does much. Him making it, I think it always enhances.
Okay, so into our next question. What does advancing mean for them?
If the Cavaliers can advance, Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, if they can advance, I think, I'm going to have to admit about time Donovan Mitchell get to the conference finals. But, should they get a chance to go to the finals? They got to dance with the Knicks.
So does that prove Donovan Mitchell can actually be enough?
I think if they advance, obviously it would prove that he could be enough. And maybe you can build on. But if they don't, I feel like it's a little bit harder for you to build off of that.
Okay. And what about the Pistons?
Oh, if the Pistons can advance to the conference finals and play the Knicks, the team that they lost to last year, I feel like that'd be so great because they ain't made it in years. They haven't made it in so long, you know. And for them having the worst record in NBA history, 3-4 years ago, damn near, they had one of the worst records. And for them to bounce back without having a mega superstar besides Cade, because Cade is the only star on that team to me, I feel like, A, it punctuate who Cade Cunningham is. He's one of the ones. He's a tier 1 type of superstar. And B, shit, they ahead of schedule. They doing what they supposed to do. You know, like they got to a point to where they competitive. I think you can add superstars or you can add valuable pieces to Detroit and they can be looked at as a contender from now on.
Okay. All right, with that being said, what are your predictions for the finals?
I'm going to go Knicks coming out the East, and obviously I'm going to go to Thunder. I got the Knicks and the Thunder for finals appearance, and I think if all is healthy, everybody stays healthy, I think we will go to I got a game 7, and I got the Thunder winning in the game 7.
All right, so let's pivot back to the Lakers real quick because I've been hearing rumors about Giannis, and I want to know your take on that.
If the Lakers can land Giannis, in which I think if there's one franchise that can do some incredible shit, it's obviously the Lakers. So if the Lakers can land Giannis with Luka, there's your duo right there. There's your duo for the next 5 or 6 years, and then they automatically become favorites to win a championship. I think the combination between what Giannis could bring for that team defensively and offensively, and you wouldn't be so relying on Luka Doncic because they both can contribute the same way as far as getting downhill pressure, as far as assisting, floor raising. I feel like they obviously would be championship favorites. You got 2 closers. You got a defensive player as good as Giannis that can make that impact. And then you got Luka the Don, you know, like as good as he can play when the stakes is high. I think that's a perfect match.
So do the Lakers have enough to trade for him, though?
That's the question, because I don't know who the fuck they gonna trade. They got goddamn Jake LaRavia. They will have to trade all their first-round picks for sure. Obviously, you're going to get a third team involved in this trade, but you still got to keep some guys like Marcus Smart. I don't know if you get a sign and trade with DeAndre Ayton, sorry ass, but like, I don't know. But like I said, if it's one franchise that can pull that shit off, it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, so if you're in Milwaukee, do you even pick up the phone?
I'm listening because shit, you going to let Giannis walk or what? Because I feel like if it ain't this year, it's sometime in the future. That match made in Milwaukee between Giannis and the Bucks, it's over with. It's over with. You know, they not gonna get no free agencies to come there. Like, they're not finna get no free agents to come there and sign with Milwaukee. So you gotta pick up the phone. You gotta at least hear them out. And they need assets, draft picks. They need that.
Okay, speaking of draft picks, let's pivot to the offseason and what that looks like.
You obviously got a hell of a draft class coming up. So that's number one. This draft class will set the tone for what you need as far as draft picks, as far as what you need in the offseason for free agency. So that'd be a perfect time to say if you're the Wizards.
So the Wizards get the number 1 pick this year.
Right.
But everybody's saying they're supposed to have generational prospects.
Right.
But now they're saying they're open to trading their pick.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think the timeline for the Wizards changed a little bit when they got Trae Young and Anthony Davis. So if I'm putting my GM hat on, I'm willing to trade that pick too, because, yeah, AJ DeBonsa or Cam Boozer or Darren Peterson might be a generational prospect, but those prospects don't guarantee I'm gonna win a championship, if that makes sense. I got AD, I got Trae Young, and I got what's the kid's name? Alex Sarr. I got Alex Sarr there, and I still got a young core there. I can compete now if I make the right move for this number 1 pick. What if Milwaukee is able to give me Giannis for this number 1 pick? I'm taking that. So I wouldn't, if I'm the Wizards, I'm not 100% sold on drafting a prospect when I have Trae Young and Anthony Davis. Since I traded for both of them, I'm bought in. I don't necessarily need to be bought in with a rookie, because I also don't want my rookie to sit behind them 2 guys. You know what I mean? I'm open to both, but if I'm the GM, I'm going for gold. This job ain't guaranteed for the next 10 years. It's not guaranteed for the next 3 years. So I'm trying to make a splash. I'm trying to win the whole thing. Give me a superstar for that.
Is there anything aside from Giannis that would be worth the trade?
Yeah, a couple teams can offer a multitude of picks. I can get more draft picks too, but a couple teams willing to offer something like maybe, I don't know. Let's see who would be a good pick. I don't know, but somebody would be able to offer a superstar. Shit, the Clippers, give me Kawhi Leonard. I'll take Kawhi Leonard off y'all hands for a number 1 pick. Shit, y'all got enough issues over there anyway. Give him to me.
Okay. All right. Enough talking about basketball for a second.
Cool.
The Titans is your team, right?
For sure.
I don't
forever,
really know why.
Forever a Titans fan. Forever a Titans fan.
Well, Jarvis Brownlee has some choice words for y'all.
Yeah.
What
I
you
like
think
Jarvis
about
Brownlee. I like Jarvis Brownlee. Number 1, I didn't want the Titans to trade him when he was with us.
Everybody gets traded and does better. So please explain.
He didn't do no better. He didn't do shit. I will say this.
Got rid of y'all coach. He went to the Super Bowl.
Whatever. We did do that. That is crazy. But first of all, you from Tennessee. You from Nashville. That's number 1.
Look, I don't claim
This
that.
is crazy for you to be ripping on the Titans. I was sad about Mike Vrabel leaving. I feel like he gave us Titans fans hope every year that we was going to be competitive. Last year was some bullshit, but I wasn't mad about it because I was really impressed with Cam Ward. So I'm excited about this coming year. But to respond to Jarvis Brownlee, all that, I'm circling the calendar shit, all that shit, man. I like Jarvis Brownlee. He was good for us. But ain't nobody worried about that shit. Your ass gonna get 4-5 pass interference like you damn near do every game. And then we gonna win. We gonna beat the Jets ass week 1. So, hey, I feel like everybody on the Titans, they ready too. Ain't nobody stunting that shit. We got a brand new receiver who we drafted high. We got receivers that we got in free agency. And we got Cam Ward.
So do you respect that kind of energy from a player?
I love it. I feel like shit, all that passive aggressive shit, talk shit. Talk your shit. If you feel like you got something to prove.
All right, so should the Titans be worried when they play?
Ain't no way we worried about no damn Jarvis Brownlee. He should be worried that his coach gonna take his ass out the game for all them pass interference that he
I
probably
don't even
gonna
know who he is.
So, yeah, shit. And that's a shame. Because she from Nashville. I'm from Houston.
Look, I told you.
How do you say it? You say Nashville or you say Nashville?
Nashville?
Do you say Knoxville?
Knoxville? I went to Knoxville.
See,
For
it's
school.
not, so is it not Knoxville? It's Knoxville. Like, you know how people say Louisville and it's Louisville?
Knoxville.
So it's Knoxville. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Some people say
Nashville.
Knoxville.
Nashville, Knoxville, all that.
So is it Nashville
Yeah.
or is it Nashville?
Nashville.
So it's Nashville?
Nashville. Like, I feel like it just flows. It's the flow.
Say Louisville.
Louisville.
Oh, you say it right. Okay. Some people say Louisville. That's wrong. They be
Not
like,
ghetto
Louisville, Kentucky is Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah. All right. Let's get into Jordan rules.
The Jordan rules. Yeah, we gotta describe this segment for them because you know episode 1 is a myth.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, Jordan rules. We get into outside the game. We talk about life.
Yeah.
Whatever I feel the need to ask this man.
Yep.
Music, viral
Yep.
moments, the culture, of
Yep.
course.
And always, can't forget, it's the Jordan rules. So no weak shit. It's off the dome, fresh takes, reality.
Yeah, he don't even know what I'm finna ask him. Right
I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't.
I
But
had to say
she
this
don't
in my
even know what I might say. So
I don't know.
yeah.
All right. So, first question. Drake just released Iceman
Yeah.
and 2 other albums.
Yeah.
Is it worth listening to?
Drake just released some bullshit. Let's just say that. Having everybody wait for the Iceman shit, and I know all the Drake fans, y'all motherfuckers want to think too deep. I couldn't get through that shit. I'm trying to listen to it. I'm trying to hear the bars, but it's just like the bars are just too forced. Like it's like I don't know.
I can't remember which one I started listening to, but it
had to be
tempo,
Iceman.
The tempo was too slow. It was like his words were kind of like drawn out
Yeah.
instead of just being like, there wasn't a good flow to it. And I feel like, I'm like, dang, is everybody becoming a yes man to you to where
For
they
sure.
don't tell you the truth about?
That shit is weak, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, listening to it, it's like I'm eager to hear Drake at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm eager to hear if he gon' come with some shit. Like,
I want that old thing back. Ugh.
yeah, it's like I was listening. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't listening to the album for a Kendrick diss. I wasn't trying to hear him diss Kendrick on the album, or like I really wasn't even trying to hear him respond to the shit on the album.
I mean, speaking of which, where do you think Drake stands right now with Kendrick and the diss?
Me personally, I know everybody want to say, "Oh, it's on his mind." I don't really think he give a shit, to be honest with you. I think he feels more pressure to respond to the critics, and so he feel like this is what y'all want to hear.
So are they on the same level,
Who?
Kendrick and Drake?
As far as what? As far as like just rapping, or just like as an artist?
As artists, are they on the
Yeah,
same
they're on
level?
the same level. They both megastars. They Kendrick and Drake is both megastars for sure.
I don't
As
think
far
they're
as
on the same
rapping,
level.
you think Kendrick's better? You think Kendrick is on a different level, or Drake is on a different level?
I think Drake is above Kendrick
As an artist?
in general speaking.
So as an artist, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they both megastars. I think Kendrick proved he's a megastar. Like I think as far as rapping, it's not close. Kendrick is a better rapper than him.
Of course, a better rapper, but I just feel like Drake is more versatile than Kendrick is.
Yeah, obviously because he can go into a pop culture.
Yeah.
He can go into, but as an artist, as creativity, Kendrick is more creative than Drake as an artist.
I think if Drake would have stayed in his pocket, he
What
would've-
pocket do Drake got though? Drake is in everybody fucking pocket. Drake walking around with his hand in everybody pocket, walking down the street. He with some Atlanta nigga. This is my problem with Drake. And I've been saying this shit since like 2013, 2014. Whatever is in, whatever's the new sound, whatever's the sound coming up, that nigga gonna camouflage his way to that sound.
I'm not gonna hold you though. I kind of see why after going to Toronto.
Because they got a lot of different.
No, because it's bland as hell. There's nothing. Like, you literally have to come find culture. So I'm like, when I visit there, I'm like, bro, how did Drake come out of this? Like, now I understand why he loved Houston so much, because, baby, ain't nothing there. Like,
Shit,
it's
boy,
like
hey, boy, it's something there.
it's like
Shit,
New York
Yeah, it's something.
with no culture.
I mean, you know, they got a bunch of different cultures though. Like they got a bunch of different.
But it's not
Races that
but
live
it's not
there.
a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
You know them Canadians gonna get you for that.
I'm sorry.
You know they gonna get your ass for that, boy. They gonna
Okay, well, you know what? Don't get me.
they gonna say,
Instead-
yo, Crody, you tripping.
Okay, don't get me. Instead, tell me where to go, because maybe I just didn't know where to go. But what I experienced,
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed.
You the first person I ever heard say that though.
But it maybe because I didn't know where to go.
You that's probably it because you the
But
first
I
person.
was in this one place and the DJ was playing Sweetie and house music at the same time, and I was confused.
They do that. They do that in like in other countries. They mix some rap
Yeah,
with
the
some
mix didn't
different
make no
beats.
sense though, because you didn't create a vibe, baby. You confused me.
But that's just how it go. You the first person I heard say that. But I'll say I don't know because Tory Lanez came out of Toronto and that nigga creative. I'm saying for me, Drake is creative too, but Drake doesn't have no originality to him. Everything he's created is somebody else's shit. His new cadence when he be like, what? Like that shit is not you. That shit get on my nerves. Like when I hear that shit, cause it's like, I know you getting that shit from somebody else. Like every time I hear his cadence, it sounds like you stealing his cadence from somebody else. So for me, when I'm listening to Drake, I just get annoyed because it's like, nigga, I can hear what you trying to do. This is when I really was like, I'm sick of this bullshit. When I forgot what album, when a nigga was like, I think it's on Blue Tent, when the nigga was like, President doing us in. I'm like, my nigga, you from fucking Canada. What the fuck is you talking about, President doing us in? Like, that's when I realized this nigga just go on Twitter, find whatever the fuck is popping, and then he put that shit in his rap so niggas can be like, ooh, that nigga, I can relate to that shit.
You know,
and it's like, nigga, you corny.
What I guess I understand like artists wanting to be creative because like and trying new things. But sometimes I feel like they get out of the pockets that they were in, that they were so good at, and then they, not to say that they go down, but they lose the momentum that they had in that area.
Right.
Because I feel like with him, like Take Care, you had all these great albums.
That was a
right?
great album.
You had your own vibe that you created,
For
and
sure.
then you explored these other spaces. And it's not to say that the music is bad, but it's like then you lost that other space that you were thriving in.
Yeah, I think that's a great point because Take Care was a great album, and then he followed it up with Nothing Was the Same, where Drake was Drake on Nothing Was the Same. That's my favorite album by Drake. Nothing Was the Same. I couldn't say he was stealing nobody flow. The nigga was killing everybody with his Drake shit.
Yeah.
And it was like you had to respect it. I don't know when it changed. I don't know if
I
it was.
missed that, but I feel like so many artists are doing that, and I don't know if it's
Views
like,
was a great album too, though.
Yeah.
I fuck with Views. That was his pocket, though.
I'm just going right off the dome with it, but because I don't remember the lineup of everything.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what I'm like not loving with sometimes with artists. It's like not to say that you can't experiment out of the box.
Yeah.
But it's like feed your audience what they want to hear because we loved you there.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm both ways on it because I feel like as an artist, you do just create shit. Like I'm a creator too, so like sometimes I might decide I want to create some other shit that maybe my audience probably like not want to hear from me. Could be this podcast. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
no, y'all gotta love me. What the hell?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna make you love it. But at the same time, I feel like there's a point in time you get back to the basics. And I feel like Drake does get back to the basics. I appreciate it when he do that sometimes. But this album, I couldn't fuck with it.
I feel like I want more of that. I want more back to his basics. I'm not mad at him for exploring because, yeah, he does create some vibes whenever he does explore.
Yeah.
It's just, they be don't hit the basics. And I'm like, dang, we need that.
This shit just wasn't hitting for me. It just felt like he was trying too hard to prove himself to like, this nigga was trying too hard to be emotional on this shit. That's what it sounded like to me. He was just trying too hard to be emotional on this shit.
I'm not sure. I haven't dove all the way down deep into it, but I do have another question for you.
All right.
How have you listened to Damani, T.I. son?
The Money?
Yeah.
I ain't listened to not one fucking song. No, I'm lying.
Why you do that? He's really good.
Yeah, I listened to the joint he got with DC Young Fly, that For Everlasting joint. I fuck with that one. I fuck with that one. Other than that, I ain't heard not one song from Damani.
I feel like he's very underrated.
I do fuck with that For Everlasting joint.
He's very underrated because when you listen to him, I can really hear a J. Cole influence, even though he's still his own.
Yeah.
But he's very good lyrically, like his father, of course.
I could probably believe that because just from the song I have heard, it's cool, and I listened to it all the way through too.
Yeah.
So
I really feel like he should be bigger, to be honest.
I be seeing him do his own tours though, so I respect that too.
He's about to go on tour now. I think he didn't want to live under his dad's shadow,
which is cool.
Respects for. But I feel like that also makes him underrated because it's like you're not using the stepson that you already have. But he's growing his own way.
Yeah.
But he's really slept on. At the
I
same
mean,
time.
that's just how music is. You know, I've been listening to Tory Lanez since I was in high school. Like, I've been listening to Jacquees since I was in high school when niggas wasn't knowing who Tory Lanez and Jacquees was. I remember telling niggas, like, Tory Lanez was him. They like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm like, bro, I've been on that. Tory Lanez found his rhythm. Like, it was so funny they put him on a double XL cover. Like, nigga been rapping for 7 years already. So it's like, you on a freshman cover, nigga been rapping 7 years. It could be the same thing with Damani, though. It could be the same shit.
Yeah.
So
I like to see it because it brings back real rap. Like, nowadays, like, it has substance. The things that he's talking about.
You don't listen to NBA Youngboy?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. All right,
I can't even stand his voice, to be honest.
Some of his shit slap, though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that shit slap.
Every time I hear his songs, I'd be like, I'm losing brain cells right now.
Some of it, I swear to God, I was listening to a song. That nigga said, I fucked her off that whatchamacallit, hit her with that whatchamacallit, and the nigga just kept going with whatchamacallit. I'm like, nigga, there's no way you just like, said this shit.
When I listen to him, I'd be like, that's why these kids is like that right now.
Nah, but some of his shit slap, though. Like, I fuck with that Bruce Wayne.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Nah, it's some of them slap.
When artists do a little like in their voice when they're rapping, I can't. It's just too distracting for me. I can't. Okay, let me find these questions.
You got some deep shit you gonna have us get into?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The question of the day that you did not know.
I ain't know about the money shit either, so.
So you train people in basketball, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I have seen some men like go through identity crisis whenever they don't go as far as they think they're supposed to go, right? Because everybody can't make it to the league.
Right.
You know, yes, you can maybe go to college and, do college, but limited number of people make it to the league. So
right.
What do you feel like as a trainer is something that's important to instill into the people that you train for having an identity outside of the sport?
I feel like those are questions we don't really talk about when we actually training somebody, when it comes to that. But I do feel like when you training, it's not all the way, like training isn't always about making it to the pros. You know what I mean? Training ain't always about, making it to college if you're a high school kid. Sometimes it's just training for the moment, training for what's in front of you, like whatever task is in front of you now. Like if I'm in high school and I'm training, I might not have no offers, but I'm training so I could do good. So I could do good when I'm in a game, so I can make sure I'm making all my free throws. I can make sure I'm not turning the ball over. I can make sure whenever I catch and shoot, I'm focused.
But I do want to focus specifically on, like, how do you navigate when it doesn't go as planned?
Shit, your ass should stop training. I mean.
Well, no, because it's like, okay, you have two things that exist at once, right? Where you're going after this dream.
Yeah.
But then the dream is also might not be a possibility. So
it's very hard to tell a basketball player the dream ain't a possibility because there's so many places you can go play basketball.
Yeah.
So I would say if you got that gut feeling that you're supposed to play somewhere, you'll know it. You'll know it with the amount of work you put in sports alone. Nothing is guaranteed, but if you put that work in, you just waiting on the opportunity. And so sometimes, obviously, if you training and your ass 40 years old and you ain't got no fucking call, you might be delusional. But if you in your 20s, you know what I mean? You in your late 20s, even could be early 30s, you know what I mean? And you training and you going to tryouts and shit like that, and you in tip-top shape, there's a possibility, there's opportunity everywhere because now some people message me and be like, hey, I got 40,000 if you can find a big. Not talking about 40,000 a month. If you can find a big who can play in this, range. So there's possibilities that could open up. Mm-hmm. It's just hard for you to see it. So I feel like it's a gut feeling. You know when you know. You know when it's time to quit too.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen some men not let go of it. And it's like
When do you think they should let go?
Well, no, when I say not let go of who they thought they were going to be.
Whoa, why should they let go of that though?
Because, at some point, reality has to set in that that's not happening, right?
You got to give me an example, though, because I feel like if I feel like I'm that dude, why would I ever let that go?
How long do you hold on to it?
My whole life.
But I'm saying, if you're not training anymore, how long do you hold on to it?
I could be that dude or something else.
Okay, yeah. But I'm saying in the space of like whatever sport that you play.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, in that space. Not that you can't do it in something else. I feel like what I'm saying is I feel like men have built their identities around I'm a basketball player.
Yeah.
And then whenever that doesn't happen, then it's like, who are you outside of that? Right? Because then I feel, you train these kids up to a love of sport, but then who are they outside of that sport whenever they put so much time and they don't understand themselves outside of that? So it's just like wanting to know, how do you navigate that to where...
That's a very tough question. I feel like, for me, I've never been, I guess all my eggs have been in a basket just with creating. As a creator, I can create anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a basketball player, football player, that's a little different because, I got friends in both sports that play pro in both sports. You dedicate so much of your life to that. And that's, you got to have that rhythm every day and doing what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, it's important you start, you at least have another hobby, like outside of that while you just playing basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's not just about basketball players. Or athletes. People maximize that because they are athletes and they make a lot of money. But in life in general, most people have no idea what they want to do. They just work a job every day.
Yeah.
It's no different. And I think people just look at a big athlete and say, you big ass athlete, you should know what you want to do. And it's like,
no, I think it's more of whenever the time comes that you have to stop being that athlete. Like, you can't play like you used to. You get hurt. Who are you outside of that? Like, they go through a whole identity crisis because that thing had become their identity. They did it every day.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I think everybody goes through identity crisis as far as, and I feel like it's no different with an athlete. I feel like you can work a job every day. That's your identity. Who are you outside of that job? You a motherfucker that go to the club and drink? Like, is that all that you are?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? You know what I mean? So it's like a hobby. You know what I mean? You nurse. You know what I mean? You train. Now you doing podcasts.
Who knew?
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just something that they have to get into. And we starting to see them have other hobbies. Like, they getting into podcasting. They getting into, content creation. So I feel like people just want, to make an athlete life harder than what it's supposed to be when they, like you said, when they got to let that go. It's like, you don't have an identity outside of that. Yeah, motherfucker, you don't either. You go to the club when you get off work. So it's the same shit. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Okay. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Random question.
Sure.
But I want to know your perspective.
Yeah.
Do platonic relationships really exist between a man and a woman, or is the man just waiting on his opportunity?
That's a perfect question. It depends on how ugly the girl is, to be honest with you. If she ugly and fat, damn, I don't want to sound like I'm fat shaming. But if she ugly and fat, it's a good chance you could be platonic.
Okay, so if she's pretty, no.
Depends. Depends on what her personality is like. You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know if I would bring it. I don't know if a guy's waiting on his chance, because there's two things. There's some guys that do be waiting on their chance, but then there's guys who like not really waiting on a chance. But if you come in one night and be like, shit, let's do it, the nigga gonna be like, all right, bet. Ain't no nigga gonna be like, nah, watch out. Hell nah, we platonic, girl. What you doing? Like, nah, but.
No, you supposed to be like, I thought we were just friends.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. But I feel like there is some guys, and them niggas should be ashamed of themselves, that will sit in the cut and wait and wait and wait. Why? Why?
I don't know.
Because, like, being friends with a girl in a platonic way, I wouldn't say the girl catches feelings for you, but she does feel like you owe her something because y'all platonic friends. She feel like when she call, you supposed to answer. When she needs you, you supposed to be there.
I mean, that's what a friend does, though. Like,
call your other goddamn girlfriend.
But I mean, as a man, okay, if I have a male friend and something's wrong with my house, I'm gonna call a man. I'm not finna call another woman. She don't know.
For sure. Yeah, you're right. But that's my point.
So is that wrong?
It ain't wrong. It's wrong on him. Because now the nigga got to inconvenience himself to go to his girlfriend. I'm serious. Girlfriend who ain't giving him no ass, no nothing.
So now you saying he shouldn't help her because he not getting none.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's kind of what you inferred.
No. I'm not saying that. I mean, if you want to help, you can help. But I'm saying it's an obligation now. What if he just say, hell no, call one of your niggas? What you gonna say?
I mean, I won't say that he's wrong, but I'll be like, dang, I thought we was friends. Because if okay, that's just like me. I'm a nurse. You say, oh, I need something. I'm a nurse. So if I don't help you, then you're gonna be like, I thought we was friends. Why would you?
No, I'm saying I thought you was a nurse.
You know what?
That's all I'm saying. I thought you was a nurse. That's it.
That's the thing. I would say I thought you was a man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I am, but I'm just not finna be no platonic. I don't think it's beneficial for a guy and a girl to be platonic. I don't think it's beneficial.
Okay, but so now I want to know what value do you see in women though? At that
No,
point,
women-
because
women-
then it's like if you don't see value in having platonic friendships with women, then where do you think the value of women comes from?
I mean, I think you should be able to have a conversation with a woman, regardless whether you're platonic or not platonic. So I think the value comes from having a conversation and interaction with them, regardless whether you're platonic or.
But you just said you don't want platonic friendships, so.
No, I mean, I don't, because it's like, I could be a sometimey ass nigga too. Like, I could be sometimey, like, but I really don't feel like fucking with you today. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't want to do that, you know? And me personally, I don't have an ugly friend that's a girl. Like, I'm not finna hang around no ugly ass girlfriend. So eventually, like, if I find a girl attractive, why would I put myself in a situation to where I find her attractive and I'm platonic? And I'm not just gonna sit up here and fucking torture myself. Like, I'm sitting there all day like, God damn, she fine, but we platonic. Like, why would I put myself in that situation?
You know,
I can't help who I'm attracted to.
I guess I'm gonna say this. I think I'm wired a little bit differently because that's just not how my brain works.
Of course not. Why would it?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as a guy,
I be trying to understand, but I don't understand, but I see your point.
Right, as a guy, if I find a girl attractive, she's supposed to not be attractive no more because we platonic. But also I can say this too, because there's always cases. I can find a girl attractive and not be attracted to her, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
She's cute, but like not really my type. Mm-hmm. Like, I can find that, but I'm just not finna put myself in a situation where I'm like, God damn, she fine, but we platonic. So like, I'm gonna just sit here and just torture myself. Why do I need to do that? That would be my thing.
You know.
Would you put yourself in a situation like that with a guy?
What do you mean?
With an attractive guy, you just gonna be like, yeah, he's so attractive, but we platonic. Or
it depends on.
Whoa. Would y'all even be platonic if he was attractive?
Who knows?
Exactly. That's my point.
But to your point, it depends on how the friendship started. Because like I have a friend that's attractive, but I'm not attracted to him.
Okay.
But he is an attractive person. So it's like, and we're just friends.
What is an attractive person though? See, we gotta get the weeds out of this shit.
Like,
when women say attractive person,
he's
he's a good spirit.
No. Like he's attractive physically.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm not attracted to him.
Okay. Does he know you're not attracted to him?
Yeah, he knows we're just friends. Like, and I don't think he's attracted to me either.
Okay. I bet you when he hear this, he gonna be like, "Oh shit, no, I'm attracted to her. Oh, I'm attracted to her."
No. I feel like that's the only guy friend that I have that is like, we cool.
Y'all
like,
cool?
That's my nigga.
That's your nigga for sure. All right, bet. Damn. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's a little, shit get a little weird. Yeah, it get a little sticky. But as a man though, I feel like just because the guy also is attracted to you and he don't want to be platonic with you, that don't mean y'all can't have no still cool relationship. Like that don't mean that.
I disagree on that.
Why?
Because I feel like I have tried to do that in the past, and it's just like, as much as you try to set the boundary really isn't respected.
What do you mean as far as the boundary?
Like, we're just friends. So that's like, oh, but can we still go on vacation together? Or I still want to take you to dinner. But we're just friends.
Oh, no, I don't want to take you to dinner. We just friends. Vacation together is cool. Like, we going on vacation. Not alone. Not like no, me and you by ourselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, hell no. Why would I need to take you out? And I don't think I'm getting no ass from it. That's crazy. But I'm just saying, as far as like, I find you attractive. I'm in a circle with a lot of group of friends.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Because I am sick, and I don't care what people think about this. I am sick of the whole sense of entitlement of I bought you a flight and I took you on vacation and you expect something.
Okay.
I'm sick of it.
Why?
Because it's like, you feel like you're entitled to my body. Do you know what that means? Like, do you understand the value of that? I feel like that's devaluing the person to say, I'm putting a price on you.
Okay. Depends. This is what it depends on. As a person, what are you giving off? Are you giving off like this could be a thing? If you giving off like flirtatious vibes and you get your motherfucking ass on that flight, bring that thing with you. Bring it with you. You got to bring it with you. But if you giving off standoffish and I bought the flight for you anyway and you was standoffish, that's a me problem. But if you bringing off, oh, hey, good morning. Hey, cutie, do this for me. Oh, I just got my nails did. You want to see them? I just got my toes did. You want to see them? And you show your toes in a crazy way.
I mean, yeah, I feel like if you feed into it, that's a different thing. But I feel like now the expectation is if you go anywhere with me, you coming up off of it. And I'm just like.
And nah, it just depends on how it just, for a guy standpoint, I think it's better to gauge it. Like, if I just met you and I say, yo, I got a flight coming. Yeah, of course a nigga think he about to get some. But shit, you didn't gauge that situation properly. But if we texting, blah, 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 talking, communicating, and I say, yo, you want to come to LA with me? Yeah, sure. You goddamn shit.
You know what? I think the gauging is out the window. I think it's just like people think everybody operate the same way.
No. You got to gauge it. I think you got to gauge that thing.
People not gauging no more because I'd be like, what did you just say to me?
Like, for me to just meet you, like if I just met you in the club and then I text you and be like, hey, come on a flight with me to Toronto. And then you come into Toronto and I'm like, I'm still gonna ask. Like, shit, might as well, you already here. Why not ask? Like, shit. If you say no, then I'm like, that's really my fault. Cause I was bullshit.
But then people be saying no, and then they be ended up stranded.
Oh shit, that's a possibility too though. But I feel like if you going out there and you don't got no ass to give on your mind, motherfucker, you better have your credit card ready. Cause it's a possibility you could be stranded. Cause what you coming out here for no reason?
But see, that's the thing. I feel like that's the problem. It's like people be so rushed to get into that. It's like, do you not want to get to know the person first?
I know you better when I'm finished with you.
No.
I know you better when I'm done. That's when I really got to know you.
That's actually the very opposite because at that point, it changes the whole dynamic of the relationship. You're not worried about that person no more. You're worried about how to please them and please yourself.
I'll give you some advice. Most guys know what they feel about a girl before all of that shit.
I guess. I'm not a man, so I can't.
Most
really
of them
that.
know who they would take serious before all of that shit. Most of them do. It's just so happened that most guys don't take most women serious. That's the problem.
That's because women been making it too easy. I'm telling you.
No,
That's the problem.
No, that's not why. It's
Y'all,
because
you think that's not
no,
why.
because
That's
they
why.
be bullshit. That's why.
Bad
No,
management.
I also think too many times how a woman comes off let you know if you will take her serious or not. Like if she come off as this needy type of person, like you gonna need this blah 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 to get that, and it's just like, all right, bet. I'm gonna need something from your ass too. And when you give it to me, see ya. But if she come off as like, oh, she could probably be a good mom. She could probably be a good
Hold up.
girlfriend.
Stop right there. Because I
What?
feel like dudes do not be doing no type of qualifications when it comes to making somebody a
Everybody
mama.
ain't qualified. Oh, you talking about to make somebody a mom?
Yeah, they don't be caring. They just be making anybody somebody's mama.
Oh, what's anybody?
I mean, who is it? Stephon Diggs had how many kids last year?
That nigga was on tour. But I'll say this. Shit, I'm damn near getting to the point to where I'll take a 6'2". Shit.
And you just gonna have just a bunch of baby mamas running around?
Nah, I ain't saying that, but if I can find some 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", shit, at this point, I'm building a legacy. I'm just saying, shit, give me a 6'3", 230.
Woman? You want a
Yeah.
woman that big?
Shit, I'm not thinking about the woman. It's about she got $500,000 guaranteed. Well, she walking around with $500,000.
All right.
Just saying, she don't even know she got $500,000 womb. 6'3", 240.
240 is crazy.
It is. It is crazy. Shit, I'm gonna be crazy as a motherfucker with my big ass son on draft day. Yeah, I planned it.
And what if you have a daughter? Then what?
I'm gonna be crazy as a motherfucker with my big ass daughter on draft day. That's what I'm saying. It's strategic. You know, I look at calf muscles and shit now. I didn't think about that shit. But now I be looking at calf muscles. I be like, okay, pretty athletic.
Yeah, I heard you gotta look at the ankle to
All that shit. I gotta look at I wanna see you jump a few times. I wanna see you run. I wanna see all that shit before I just shoot the club up. But
Niggas don't be doing that before they do.
I agree, but I'm saying now
The bar is on the floor, baby.
I'm
Anybody
30.
can be somebody baby mama.
I'm dirty 30 now. Shit. I'm looking at what I'm gonna be doing when I'm 50. I gotta be active when I'm 50. I gotta be going to games and shit when I'm 50.
That's all I can say.
Hey, put it on the floor. It's on the floor.
All right, so what's your take on today's show? Okay, let me say that again. Give me your final take on today's show.
I felt like we got through some stuff, even with the little technical difficulties we had. But I feel like we had a little vibe going on. I feel like I'm excited to keep getting better and better. I'm excited to hear the feedback from what people actually think, and maybe some things
That
that
I'm
we wanna
not
talk about.
AI because you definitely,
For sure.
definitely hyped that up. So wrong.
You know, I had a conversation with Jay. Jay said she not for the people that was asking, she not standing up right now. Later on, she said she would stand up. So if you keep tuning
Y'all
in,
gotta keep watching if
she
y'all
will
want me to
stand up.
stand up.
That's it. I'm just saying. It's not from me. It come from Jay. Jay told me
saying.
that. I asked her, I said, what you gonna do to prove you're not AI this time? You gonna stand up? She said, nah, not yet.
It's too early for all that. Y'all gotta really be here with us
For sure.
and locked in, and
Locked
I'll stand
in.
up for y'all. Cause after that, the show is totally
It's
different.
over. Yeah, it's totally different. But hit that subscribe button, get in them comments, like the video.
And then one day, if y'all like it enough, I'm gonna stand up.
There we go. We go get a full 360.
Full 360.
Full 360. Gee, we can go 180. We can go 180. 720, we can do whatever.
Y'all know I be in the gym. I don't even know how y'all knew I was slim thick. That is funny.
I
to
ain't
me.
tell nobody.
I don't know.
So
Y'all got it right here.
that's it. Niggas got good imaginations.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody hit you in the DM yet.
No,
Okay, cool. We on good time then.
they haven't found me yet.
Yeah. we wrapping up.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, it's the Drenchman, Not The Frenchman, episode 2. We got Jay tapped in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like, share it, get in the comments, let us know what you want to hear. And we'll be back.
Coming to you soon.
Yep, episode 3 on the way.